Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm in Marostica at the bonsai school and I'm gonna repot this beautiful Sabina Juniper.
Bonsai Dream.
This Sabina Juniper was collected in the Asturias, close to León in Spain. Beautiful deadwood, beautiful live line. I styled the tree a year and a half ago for Bonsai Focus. You're gonna see the article in one of the next issue of Bonsai Focus. And the tree grew very well, is nice and strong, it spent all last year growing properly, and now is spring 2020 and I'm ready to put this beautiful tree into a bonsai container. So I had my friend Tiberio Gracco, a very talented Italian potter, to make this beautiful pot for the tree. He did the biggest size possible for this tree. I wanted to have this big lip to match perfectly with the flow of the tree and almost this kind of a cascading style. That's the reason why the pot is this high. I have a good room inside, but I will have to work on the root ball to be able to put the tree inside. The good thing is that the tree has a very good root ball. It was collected many years ago, so the tree is strong and it will be a good work. Not so easy, but will be fun to put this tree into the final container. So, first of all, I put all the nets on the pot. I create a lot of a fixing point. I use aluminum wire to fix the tree. I don't like to use copper. I put the net, I have good draining holes, so the pot is ready. The next step will be taking out the tree from the plastic container, checking the root ball and start working the root ball, removing the soil. This tree is in pure pumice, so I'm gonna remove the big size pumice that the tree is inside, because I'm gonna shift the tree to the next soil mix that will be 50-50 pumice akadama. I want to start adding akadama to the mix for having better nutrients and better cationic exchange between the roots and the soil. So now let's take the tree out of the pot and let's analyze the root. First of all, I start removing all the anchors I did when I work the tree in November 2019. You see, I put this rebar, push down the tree. I'm confident that after a year and a half of very good growth, you see the tree is pretty stable. So I can remove this part. Can also remove this anchor here. And then obviously in case I will need to re-anchor, let's see this section here. Very good. Also this is in position, and now I have to work this area. So we took out the tree from the original pot. We have a very good root ball, all fine roots with good pumice, and now we can start taking away with the chopstick some of the soil gently, especially in this section here, because we have to imagine where the tree will be positioned in the next pot. I want to have the tree more or less centered to the pot. So we start with the outside part with the chopstick and slowly free the roots from the original soil in order to then move almost completely the root ball into the next pot. We are working our way through the root ball, so you see we free all the roots from the pomace. The tree was, when it was potted here, the roots were washed away from the original soil, so we have only good big roots, big pomace, so I can keep getting the roots free here. I'm not gonna clean the roots again with the water, it's not necessary. I wanna keep the inner part, what I call the core of the art of the root ball intact, and then just free the roots around. I can eventually bend and put inside of the new container. So you see we work around, and then we're gonna also tilt the tree and start working underneath, because obviously the future pot is a little bit, it is much shallower than the container. So you see here, you can still work here. I used to, and I like to work with a bamboo stick. It's pretty strong and helps me to go inside, but in the meantime, I don't damage the roots. So you see we are removing the bottom soil. The roots are still intact. We have just to free the roots in order to be able to put the tree into the new pot. Here there is a root that probably we're gonna cut. It's an old roots, but we have beautiful roots in this section. Now that we start getting free all around, almost a little bit smaller than the diameter of the pot, so I can eventually bend the roots inside. I have these two old long roots. One has a shari, so I can start going in and remove them. Also because I'm confident I have a lot of good finer roots, so I can remove this one, and I have another one here, very thick. So when we repot trees, we have always to increase the amount of fine roots and eventually remove the thicker ones. The good thing on junipers is that the strength is in the foliage, so if we have a juniper with a lot of foliage, it can recuperate very, very well. So you see I can go in and remove this old thick root that was maintained on the first repot. I have some other one here. I can go through and short them, some dead wood, and here another one. Very good. Just shorting here and here. So you see, I maintain. I have this root. I can chase them back a little bit more here, and this one. You see, still have this one that can go. Again, another root that was from probably the original root ball, because generally when they find a good soil, especially very close to the base, they tend to shoot out a lot of nice and fine roots from that area. And now I can keep cleaning and freeing the roots in order to get the root ball in a good size. I don't I'm not gonna cut these roots, I prefer to bend them inside of the pot because they have a lot of nice fine roots that they will help the tree to recover from the repotting, and these will be perfect for the future of the tree. Now that we have a lot of fine roots exposed, I start also spraying water with amino acid and B1H1 on the roots. So this is also keeping them moister and not stressing too much the very fine and active roots. Now I prepare a bucket with water and fungicide, Aliette, 3 ml per liter, just to clean the roots and eventually, you know, when we repot the tree, we also demage a little bit the roots, so this will help to not have a fungal problem in the root ball in the next month when the tree will start growing in the new pot. So now we're gonna sit the tree inside for 10 minutes, 15 minutes while we finish preparing the pot, putting some drainage on the bottom, cleaning around and getting everything ready to the first try of positioning the tree. Now we have to put the drainage starting from the center of the pot. We try to make a nice layer of 2 centimeters of pure pumice. I'm going to use a medium-sized pumice because I want a little bit reduce the size of the pumice so I can create a nice and compact root ball now that the tree will be in the bonsai pot. Perfect. In the center, now we position a little mountain of 50-50 pumice and akadama. So when we sit the tree inside, that will expand around. So we're gonna be sure that underneath the bottom of the original root ball, everything has soil and we don't risk to have any remain of air. Now that we are perfectly inside, the tree is set, you see, we was able to put all the roots inside. We just remove the B1 that you see originally, and now all the nice root ball. I still have room all around, nice 3 centimeters to put new soil. I have to incline the tree, so this section will stay a little bit higher for now, no problem. And now I need to fix the tree. So I stick some chopsticks inside of the root ball. They will give me the help necessary to secure the wire in the different position. It's a very tall tree, so I need to anchor very, very well, especially this side. I have a root here. I can go around in this position and anchor the wire. This also will give a good fixing point to the tree. Always securing the tree properly, especially a very tall tree, is the secret also for the aftercare. It's good to anchor in the original root ball that is very compact. This will give me extra strength. Anchoring the tree. Perfect. Now the tree is solid. I'm gonna put for now a little chopstick there to hold and then fix the frontal part, and then we're gonna be ready to put the soil inside, and at the end a little bit of moss around to hold the moisture against the fine roots. Now that we fill all the spaces with the new macadamia and pomace mix, we're gonna create a nice top dressing all the outside ring where we have some fine roots that can dehydrate in the next weeks. So we protect them putting sphagnum moss on top, and this will give a little bit of extra moisture to that area to not overstress the little fine roots. And here we are with this beautiful Sabina in the final pot. You see all the process. I hope I was able to explain you everything I go through every time I repot a tree. Obviously, there is also a lot of experience and preparation. The tree was well prepared, obviously, already in the past. That's the reason that now was kind of easy to put the tree in the final pot. I want to thank again Tiberio for making this beautiful pot that match perfectly the beauty of this tree. As you see, I let the tree a little bit overgrow the last season to prepare the tree for the repot, have a lot of strength in the foliage without pruning too much. Now I will let the tree shoot out this spring, and eventually in June I will go through and reset the pads, start pushing the tree in, but having a lot of auxine in this area will help to move down energy and root a lot into the new container. The tree will love to stay here nice and dry. I don't overwater Sabina to be able to keep the very good and tight foliage. Consider that this is a Sabina Atlantica, so generally they have much bigger foliage, but I'm maintaining the foliage as tight as possible, just growing the tree properly and maintaining always the root ball a little bit on the dry side. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my assistant Matteo. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you at the next. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it. And if you want to know more about my work, send me an email to get my bonsai book, Bonsai Dream. Thank you.
Bonsai Dream.